You're watching What's on Mars. I'm your host, Mars Donovan, here to lift the veil, obscuring the dark secrets hidden just beneath your nose. Today, I want to talk about milk. Don't worry, I'm not going to spout some nonsense about raw milk being good for you. That's a load of bullshit, and take it from someone who ingests dubious liquids for a hobby. It's dangerous. When it comes to milk, please drink responsibly. No, today, I want to talk about specifically the Got Milk ad campaign. We all remember it. It was one of the most iconic ad campaigns of this generation, really. But whatever happened to it? Why would such an iconic ad campaign suddenly fade into obscurity? Wouldn't they want to keep riding that cash cow for as long as they could? To get a better understanding of this, we need to take a look back at the history of milk. I mean, milk used to be all the rage. We're talking you had firemen, you had mailmen, and you had milkmen. You had an entire man allocated just for milk. And please excuse my gendered language there. Milk people means something completely different in the cryptid enthusiast community, and I'm just trying to avoid confusion. Regardless, milk was a big deal. Then World War II rolls along, and we suddenly start boosting our milk production because we're trying to send powdered milk to our soldiers overseas, keep them strong, and the like. Once the war ends, we suddenly have a big surplus of milk and no more soldiers to give it to, so that starts getting pushed onto the people. It starts becoming, hey, milk will keep you strong. What they're not telling you is, we have so much milk, please drink it, please drink the milk. But no, it's, milk's good for you, you better be drinking it up, yada, yada, yada. And this decision is both a governmental and capitalistic one. We have Big Milk, who's definitely raking in the profits, but then also the government is keeping the economy flowing, and so on. But then it just kind of stops, doesn't it? That Got Milk ad campaign was one of the goats, or I suppose cows in this case, of our generation, if not the history of advertising, and it just fades into obscurity. Something doesn't sit right with me on that. And so I got to thinking, why would they want us to stop drinking as much milk? Because you don't make that decision unless you are pulling back from the market. And then it hit me. We're getting too strong. The government is concerned that the people are now getting too strong. Think about it. Where once capitalism and the government were kind of working hand in hand, now there's a bit of a schism because Big Milk wants to keep milking us for all we're worth and selling their product. But then you have the government being scared of the common people, on average, getting stronger and stronger and being able to rise up against them or whatever other nightmares come their way. So what do is you tell them, hey, tone it back a little bit. We're not going to step on too many toes, but take that ad campaign back just a little bit. And then you also now have an escalation where you have politicians saying that you should be drinking raw milk, unpasteurized milk, and their hope is that you get sick because that will shake trust in the dairy industry. So it's really just this fight that we are witnessing. We are the 7-year-old watching mommy and daddy fight while our fate just hangs in the balance. We're along for the ride at this point. But we still have a little bit of agency. Far be it from me to pick sides between the government and a big greedy corporation, but I do think it's in our best interest to stay as strong as we can for whatever might come our way. So I say, maybe it's time we drink up. Yeah. I feel strong. Try and get me now, fuckers. Whew. That shit's good. If we want to be able to face whatever nightmares come our way, we gotta be drinking our milk. That's all I got for this episode, folks. This has been What's on Mars. I'm your host, Mars Donovan. And remember to keep your eyes on Mars.
They're lying. Who are you? You.